Hi everyone, this is CardSays. Let's now begin the June 2023 monthly and weekly tarot reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Cross watchers are welcome here as well. Thank you everyone for tuning in, liking, and subscribing. We have a playlist of the zodiac signs that might interest you, located at the description box and pinned comment section. Also, in the description or bio are details if you want to get a personal tarot reading with me. Now let's jump right into your reading. For your blessings, you have the Three of Swords in reversed and Temperance in reversed. So the blessings that you have this month of June is you're finally letting go of the pain that you have experienced in the past, something that has been disappointing you. You would be able to recover from it, or any loss or sense of lack. You are able to recover from that. It's like you are able to recover from the chaos or a sense of discord or something that, what I'm getting is you are being able to recover from a mishap this month of June. And for some of you, this process is going to be slow. This is a slow healing process with a Temperance in reverse. For some of you, this involves forgiving yourself and forgiving other people who are involved in this situation. It's like you are forgiving yourself for letting it happen. But still, you are able to heal yourself from it, albeit slow. And that's your blessing this month of June. Now let's move on to the challenge that you may be facing. Five of Pentacles. Let's see the advice. Emperor in reverse. The advice that I'm getting is that whatever challenges that you may be facing this month of June, do not rely solely on what you think is the authority. Do not solely rely on them. It's like you have your own agency and own decision making, and you will have to honor that this June. It's like, for example, in your job, you have this you have a boss or something like that, and they are the authority figure, but you don't need to follow them 100% because you have to honor your boundaries. You have to honor your sense of agency. You would want to practice that. You would also want to honor your ability to make decisions for yourself, because the challenge here is there's this feeling of someone being left out in the cold with the Five of Pentacles. And what I'm getting is that the usual worries and adversities. So you have dealt with this before, but the best way for you to deal with this is by not expecting some higher power or authority figure to actually help you. It's like you will feel more empowered when you act based on what you know within yourself. It's like when you rely on other people, things will just not go as planned. So you will have to take the power of decision making back to yourself. It's like anything that you can still make a decision on, you would want to really decide and act on that. And that's what I'm getting for your challenges this month of June, Virgo. Now let's move on to your romance. Romance for Virgo. Eight of Wands. Strength. The Eight of Wands is the card of communication exchange, and the Strength card is the card of inner strength and courage. So for some of you, you are able to communicate clearly. There's a good back and forth communication between you and your partner, or if you're single, you are now having the courage to step forward and express yourself to that special someone, or it could go either way. The person who is seeing you as a prospect, a love prospect, is now making a move. For those who are already in a relationship, this could also involve travel. Travel with your special person. And things are moving fast this June when it comes to romance for you, Virgo. And there's also this essence of loving unconditionally. And that's your overall vibe this June 2023. Before we move on to your weekly tarot reading, remember to like, share, subscribe, and follow if you haven't done so yet. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much. It means a lot. Also, get in touch. The link to get a personal tarot reading with me is in the description box or bio. Let's now continue with your weekly vibe check for the full moon. Knight of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. It's like you would put on extra diligence this month of June during the full moon because of a perceived lack. It's like you are going to be more diligent, you are going to be more disciplined, more determined in achieving your plans, achieving your goals, because you have a perceived lack or something that is unfulfilled. It's like you would want to make up for something that is lacking. That is why you would want to solve it the Virgo way, being practical, being hardworking and efficient. For some of you, you would want to really take action, even if it's slow, because you don't want to miss an opportunity. It's like there is an opportunity that's being handed to you, that's why you're taking action. But with the Knight of Pentacles, There's a slowness with the Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, you would want to watch out for the opportunities that are going your way, because you don't want to miss them. And that's the message that I'm getting for you this full moon. Now let's move on to your new moon reading. Five of Wands in reverse and the Lovers. This is nice. It's about taking action and making the right decision. It's like focusing your attention into making one decision this new moon. So if you have something that's been undecided for a good while now, you will find a resolution for it this new moon. You will be very decisive this new moon, or someone is finally making a decision into choosing what is right. So for example, if you're looking to hear from a job application, then you will get to hear this new moon. For some of you, this is a conflict resolution when it comes to romance this new moon, or there is a conflict resolution when it comes to certain relationships. It could be among family or friends or relatives. People now are beginning to agree with each other and even compromise. It's like the feeling that I'm getting is that someone is willing to give up something just to maintain the peace, just so people can choose what can unite people instead of pushing people apart or having even more conflict or tension. So people are going to choose what is going to unite each other. So this could go in all types of relationships. It could be love or business, and the platonic ones this new moon. And I think that's good news. Now for your week 1. Let's see what you need to know for week 1. High Priestess. Following your intuition this week 1. And the Devil. What I'm getting here is that you would want to be both receptive and I'm seeing here a figure of an antenna. So you would want to be able to send and receive intuitive insights with the High Priestess. And with the Devil, I don't sense anything bad here with the Devil. What I'm getting is getting your intuition even more grounded, because the Devil is a grounded energy. Anything that is applicable in the 3D world, anything that is applicable within the 3D senses. And the Devil is also the symbol of abundance, actually. It's like you're following your intuition in order to ground something that will bring you more abundance this first week of June. Usually the meaning of devil is related to addiction or a certain obsession, but that's not what I'm getting from you here. It's like a more grounded energy with the High Priestess here. It's like whatever it is that is in your subconscious, you are able to translate it into its tangible form. It's like you have this antenna, you are getting intuitive insights from the ether, and you're able to translate them to something that is tangible, something that can be experienced in the practical reality. And that's your first week reading. Now let's move on to week 2. For week 2, you have Death in reverse, Justice. For week 2, what I'm getting is that what changes do you need to make in order to gain balance in your life? With the Death card in reverse and Justice, it's like someone here or a situation is stalling. It's like you see that there is a need for a decision to be made. However, there are things, people, and situations that are not allowing certain situations to push through, to be able to make changes. But with the Justice card here, this is saying that the feeling that I'm getting is that lift off the veil, because the truth is just right in front of you. It's like when you tap to the truth of the situation, people are able to make decision based on that. It's like the movement forward is based on the truth. Because with the Death card in reverse, there's this feeling of being stuck. There's a feeling of stagnancy. And the only way for you to move forward is by dealing with the truth. And for some of you, there is legal matters involved with the Justice card. And I also see with the Justice card, there are lots of papers and documents involved. And with the Death card, it's like there is this repeating of unnecessary things. The repetition of unnecessary things that or a repetition of an unnecessary cycle. Because what I'm getting is that you've dealt with this before. You've dealt with something like this before. You've dealt with something similar with this predicament before, and the only way to move towards the completion of it is by making sure that people are being held accountable, because Justice card is also the card of accountability. So just make sure that everything is well accounted for. Those who it's not about pointing fingers, it's about being responsible. Like, who is responsible for this, then they will have to answer for it, right? Now let's move on to week 3. Let's see what this Virgo need to know for week 3. Emperor, 6 of Cups. For some of you, this could be related to your father, and how it's like you are remembering your father. For some of you, you are honoring your father this 3rd week of June. For some of you, there is an authority figure who is it's like they are reminding you of a certain past. There's a remembrance of what has happened in the past this week 3, and a government or a government figure may be involved. It's like something is happening in your surroundings, and This could be outside of your control with the Emperor card here. And even if this situation is out of your control, this is a good situation. There could be an exchange related to the government. It could be tax rebate or something like that. For some of you, that's what I'm getting. Or something going your way that is related to a certain governing body. So it could be related to politics or a governing body within your career or a governing body within your family. And they will do things that will ultimately be in your favor. That's what I'm getting for you this week 3 for Virgo. Now let's move on to week 4. For the last week of June, what does Virgo need to know? You have the Six of Wands in reverse. Knight of Wands in reverse. What I'm getting here is something is finally ending. Something is finally on a halt. It's like you're expecting something to end. Let's see what you're expecting to end. Yeah, people who are highly egotistical. You're expecting their downfall, or you're expecting you're expecting them to slow down and stop what they are doing. And you may be able to see this happening this week 4. For some of you, you may be witnessing someone giving up on a certain problem, on a certain obstacle. It's like this problem can be resolved, but people are not taking actions accordingly. And so for some of you, you would just give up on it, or you will see someone give up on a certain situation. I can still feel that death card reversed energy that is causing delay or stagnation this week 4. The way I see you overcoming this is by listening to your inner self and it's like bringing down pride. If someone is using their pride as a main decision maker, you would want to ask the guidance of your higher self on how to deal with this type of people. It's like the breaking down of pride so things can move forward. Things can now finally be successful. And that's the messages that I'm able to channel for you, Virgo. I do hope this reading provided you with some clarity as you go along with healing and your soul's journey. Consider tapping like and subscribe to help the channel. Feel free to check the description box for more info and to get personal readings with me. Keep safe. See you on our next video. It is my pleasure to do these readings with you. Thank you for watching. This is CardSays.